Hello, good day, and welcome to today's broadcast. How are you? Where are you? I am waiting for you. I am pleased to see you, and I cannot wait to see you. Welcome. Thank you very much to those in the comment section. You guys, I will start dreaming of you people. You guys are always here waiting for us to begin. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Thank you. I'll be going straight to my people in the comment section. Good day to each and every one of you here. Um, Israel Asemota, good morning to you too. How is Pluto today? Mommy Diaspora, good morning to you too. My beautiful mama, thank you for being here and thank you for your kind words always. Osabovo, good morning to you. Where were you yesterday? I didn't see you yesterday. I didn't see your comments. I didn't see your name. I would always take note of your name. You should know that already. How are you? I hope you are fine. I hope you're doing well. I hope the state, the city that you are in is treating you fairly. Good morning. It's good to have you here too. Okay, to the people watching online, good morning. How are you? Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to my Niger Watch family. How are you? Where are you? Hope things are better where you are. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for joining in. As you know, that's in the comment section. You have the link for you. If you want to join the live broadcast, just click on the link in the comment section and you are right here. Jeff El Clasico, good morning to you too. What's up, man? DA Osadolo, good morning to you. Greeting you right back. Esosa Kelly, beautiful morning to you. Naomi Bella, yes, my sister, one love to you too. Good morning to you. How are you? I hope the weather is treating you fairly. Over here in Lagos, Nigeria, it's a wet day for us. It is raining, and you know there's so much traffic already. It's a cold day, and I hope if you're in Lagos or if it is raining in your city, I hope you leave your house prepared. Naomi Bella is greeting Mr. Elvis. Mr. Elvis, you have someone is giving you a special shout out in my comment section. Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Mike. Akilo Barre, good morning to you. Good morning to Edo Light Watch. Good morning. Thank you. I have some panelists on here already. Not them, they rush me now. Good morning, Mr. Charles. Good morning, Brother Nice. It's good to have you on this broadcast. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for hanging around. Thank you. It's good to have the both of you here, and to those that are joining soon. We are looking forward to having you. Moving away from the pleasantries and to the business of the day.
Give me.
Please endeavor to put your mic, to mute your mic when joining the broadcast so you don't interrupt the broadcast. Thank you for complying. Mr. Charles, you never comply, but thank you for doing so today. Good morning, Mr. Charles. How are you today?
Very well, my sister. How are you too?
Fine, thank you. Fine, thank you. How is the weather over there?
Wow, it's too cold. As you can see,
Oh,
it's too
okay.
cold. It's
There's
too
something
cold here.
about the cold weather. It just keeps you fresh. So maybe you should just enjoy it. I'll get right back at you much later. Kindly mute your mic. I'll move to Brother Nice. Hello, Brother Nice.
Yeah, good morning, Emma.
Good morning, sir.
How are
How
you?
are you? I'm fine, thank
I'm
you.
fine.
How are you too?
Yeah, I'm great. I'm great. Thank God. Bless
Okay,
God for
thank you.
life.
Oh yes, thank God for thank God for life and cheers to life, my brother. Cheers to life. Thank you very much. Okay, please mute your mic. Let's get down to the business of the day. All right. Okay. We have today one of our let me just say one of our favorite ministers who has come out to daringly and brazenly come out to say some things. Lai Mohammed. Lai Mohammed alleges that okay, so last week, um, some leaders, Christians, wrote to the U.S. saying that they should petition Nigeria for, wanting to Islamize the country. for wanting to Islamize the country and all that, that they should query our government. So they did, and there was a response to that effect. There was a response to that effect, and now Lai Mohammed, so to say, has come to say that that is not true. Five U.S. senators replied to the letter that was written to the United States of America. Lai Mohammed, the Minister of Information, has come out to say that that is not true, that the people that wrote this are not aware of the current happenings in the country, that they don't know what is happening in the country. That was what he said. And now this would, if they don't know what is happening in the country, you would expect that this man would tell us what exactly is happening in the country. Just give me a minute while I read out this to you. The federal government on Monday condemned the call by five U.S. Republican senators asking for the redesignation of Nigeria as a country of particular concern because of alleged persecution of Christians. The senators who made the call in a letter to the U.S. Secretary of State, Anthony Blinken, also alleged violation of freedom of Christians' rights to practice their religion. Responding to the allegation in an interview with the news agency of Nigeria in London, the Minister of Information and Culture, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, said the call was based on false premise and a misunderstanding of what is going on in the country. I hope you guys can hear what our Minister of Information is saying. Oh, he has come out to say that that it's it that the letter was written on false premise and allegations. Lai Mohammed is saying that there is a misunderstanding here, that we don't understand what is happening in the country, and we are saying that Christians are being killed, and all of that is happening. Well, would this not be a good time for like the Minister of Information to give us the right information about what is happening in the country and why Christians are being killed? In these headlines, I have stories of two priests or another priest that has been adopted. I have a story of another pastor's wife that has been adopted, and all of these happenings. And our minister, our honorable Minister of Information, is here saying, writing back to the US that that is not true, that that's a false misrepresentation of what is currently going on in the country. We'll move to the next paper, and that is the Sun. Afenifere, Afenifere MBF Islamic cleric rejects Muslim ticket. That's rather surprising. We are still, especially these APC, they are still on the vice president slot. I think I don't know who is pushing who here, but I think whoever keeps making the flag bearer Tinubu, I think they just keep tossing him. This time they want a Muslim ticket. The next time they don't want a Muslim ticket. Even the Islamic clerics are coming out to say that even they do not want a Muslim ticket. My people, wahala deal. So what are they going to do? Who are we? They will not make this man pick who he wants to pick in peace. Please, whoever has their mic or unmuted, kindly mute your mic. It's not time for contributions yet. Please, so that there will be no interference. Thank you very much. The Islamic cleric have come to say that promoters don't wish Nigeria well and that the action will destroy APC. That is, if they pick a Muslim ticket. Political exigency favors it. That is what Yerima is saying. Religious ethnic intolerance, Sultan Khan, Christian Association of Nigeria, Methodist bishop, others move to douse tension. Okay, it looks like our religious leaders are waking up because they know that it just can be you. So they are waking up. You'll find that on page 6 on the Daily Sun. FG releases criteria for 2022 FCG's admission. SSC exam won't hold on Saturday, says NECO. Okay. Another Catholic priest kidnapped in Kaduna. Police rescue abducted Italian priest in Edo. So another priest apparently was abducted in Edo. An Italian priest was abducted in Edo. But thankfully, the police were able to swing into action, and he was rescued. Okay, the police swung into action and the Italian priest was rescued. Okay, can they use that same energy on our own priests too? Abga praises Soludo over fight against insecurity. INEC expresses worry as Arsonists attack Enugu office. So INEC, I read, watched the news the other day, and said that some people, burnt down the INEC office in Enugu office. This happened during the last, around the time the last election, we had cases like this. I think INEC should be better prepared, because this is not the first time that such acts will be carried out. I mean, there are things that they do during election period that it's like a trademark. So you already know that during election period, these are the things that these people do from wherever it is coming from. So I think they should be better prepared for things like this, and things like this should not be happening. Things like this should not be taking anybody by surprise. Yes, please protect your offices, safeguard it, man guide it, however way you want to do it. Protect them. We shouldn't be hearing things like this, because you know that things like this will definitely happen. Amotekun will go after terrorists in southwest forest, Akere Dolu. How are they going to do that? The other day in the news, I watched how the military men stripped them of their jazz. But if that is their weapon, why are they stripping them of it? If they are the ones fighting insecurity in the land and that is their weapon, why are they stripping them of it? Why didn't they just allow them do their thing? I have some people here I would like to give a shout out to. Oh, hello, Mr. Terry. Thank you for joining us. Good morning. Please unmute yourself and let us know where you're joining us from today. Mr. Terry? Okay. Mr. Terry is out of here. Now, this is from Naomi Bella. She says, if na Nigeria, them no go care as if our lives no get value. My sister, that was the same thing that came to mind. And I'm also thinking, was it the Nigerian police or the Italian intelligence that swung into action? Because our Nigerian police have not showed us that they have that in them to do something like that. Okay, we're moving on to another paper, and that's Punch. 20 directors jostle to replace fired AGF. Anamakwe redeployed to FCSC as director. Secular seeks Idris replacement. Sacked AGF to face disciplinary committee after EFCC probe, says Anan. INEC laments as arsonist burn Enugu office. INEC, we don't want stories, oh. We don't want stories. You guys should do it well, though. This is a season where everybody is collecting. This is a season where if you don't put yourself well, we are going to give it to you hot, hot. You know that this is a thing. Let us not hear that they did it in another state and in another state. Put your house in order. Put your house in order. Man up whatever kind of security. Secure whatever you have to secure. Please put your house in order. 20 RSCs retire in August as tenure ends. Owo massacre. Akeredolu backs Matawele on self-defense. My people, let me take that again if you don't understand. Please listen carefully. Owo massacre. Akeredolu backs Matawele on self-defense. Remember sometime last week, The news was brought on here that Matawele, the governor of Zamfara State, has told residents to bear arms. As it is, he, as a governor, cannot protect them. The federal government cannot protect them. The Nigerian security system cannot protect them. The Nigerian army has failed them, and now it is in their hands to protect themselves. Akere Dolu has also come out and has supported that motion that his people should do the same. I know we have one or two persons here who is going to talk to us on the constitution and how it is not right for things like that to happen. But then again, we are having real talk. We are having real talk here. If these people are coming out to say that, the fathers of the state are coming out to say that you have to protect yourself and and some other persons are saying you have to refer to the constitution, that's leaving people in chaos and confusion. 139 clerics, worshippers killed, 34 kidnapped in 18 months. 139 clerics, worshippers killed, 394 kidnapped in 18 months. Solid mineral imports rise by 74% in 12 months. Bandits kidnap Kaduna priest, Edo police free Italian cleric. Traffic lights, how policemen, LASMA officers extort motorists in Lagos community. This has almost become a norm. It's almost like, even when they don't stop you, you're just passing and you're just doing the needful already. I had an experience one time, and this policeman just jumps in front of me and says, "Oh, you crossed the line, you crossed the line." I'm like, "No, I didn't." And he said, "We are going to the station and all of that." I said, "Okay, before we go to the station, I have a dash cam. We could replay it first here." And that was how the man just zoomed. And I think everybody should have one in their car, because the extortion is becoming endless. FG issues guidelines to retain oil sector spending in Nigeria. Kids rescued from Ondo church demand pastors release. Okay. Islamic cleric begs life imprisonment for defiling 8-year-old. Islamic cleric begs, oh, sorry,
Hello. Good morning. Good afternoon again. I'm sure there's a technical fault right there, happening. Can you all hear me? The panelists, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes. I think Miss Ima is having some technical fault. As you guys can see, what's happening in Nigeria from what she has been reading.
now.
We have been talking about this insecurity of the thing. And I would just, from what you've read so far, I would like Mr. Charles to just, what do you think about this whole thing going on? Um, the, the Christian body of Nigeria has written to the United States about their concern of how Nigerian government is trying to
Mr.
Islamize the country.
Charles?
What do you think about it?
My brother, we all know that it is true. Just that these guys are trying to cover all this by all means.
Me.
If it is not true, Nigeria is a secular nation. Why is it that in some part of Nigeria there is a religious law that govern those states? A state that there are Christians, Muslims, Hindus, and all manner of religions. You impose your own law, religious law on them. What are you telling us? That those people in that area, they don't have their rights. They don't have right to practice their own religion. They don't have right to live their own life according to their own religion. You want them to be Muslims and go on Sharia law. There are some states in northern Nigeria today that are practicing, even in this present government, they are fighting to impose the same law in the whole Nigeria. We all know the government cannot say the turn blind eyes in it, and the whole world knows about it. That is another. That is one. It's a country that if a Christian, if there is anything in outside Nigeria happen, like eventually somebody mock Muhammad in Iraq or in Europe, the Muslims in Nigeria will protest, and because of they kill somebody in Nigeria, and this government will turn blind eyes in it. This is a country that have massacred people just because somebody said Muhammad made a comment about Muhammad. They kill the person. Government turn blind eyes in it. This is a country that every day Islamic terrorists they kill people. Government turn blind eye in it. Amoteko or IPOB that say they can't allow this to happen. Government go after them. But the terrorists that have made it open to Nigerians that what is Boko Haram? Boko Haram simply means Western that they don't want Western education. They want and they have declared their own state in a state. Eh? But because they are Islamic and some people in the government, people like Buhari and so many of the Eurofy, they are behind all this. They keep on protecting them to an extent that if they catch all of them secretly, they tell Nigerians that they have repented. They restore them back to the country. Not even that they restore them, they put them in our military. What are they telling us? Eh? How do they want the whole world to know that what these people are? These people have petitioned them to the U.S. Senate is not true. When it is obvious, when it is everybody knows about it. So the only people I am blaming is the southern leaders who because of their political ambition and everything, they just allow all these things to continue to be happening. They're the ones I'm blaming. That they can never come out open and say no to all this and say this is not right. This is if even they are telling us that Nigeria, when people say Nigeria have to divide, they say those people want to divide. They have already divided Nigeria, because in a country where there is another law governing that a particular section of a country, you have already divided that country. Because as I am a Christian, I cannot go to Kaduna, Zamfara, Castina, all those places. I practice my Christianity the way I want to practice, and they are telling us that we are one Nigeria. This just that I blame our southern leaders. Let them continue in their political ambition and allow their people to be killed and massacred because of their political ambition. They keep on keeping quiet. That is one. About what else? Insecurity in Nigeria. We know what is happening in Nigeria. We all know what is happening in Nigeria. No matter however they painted it, we know that there's insecurity in Nigeria. About what Akero Delu was saying, that terrorists will go after, I mean, motor will go after terrorists. That one, I blame. You see, every governor have the right to protect his own state. Not that they're playing politics. Nigeria is a federating unit. Every governor have a right to make a law and back that law. I mean, have right to organize a security outfit, back them with a law. That is House of Assembly. Just that they have failed. Every time they are blaming federal government on this insecurity, on this insecurity. You don't need police to protect your place. You don't need police.
Okay,
You
Mr.
have the right.
Charles, Mr.
Yeah,
Charles, Mrs.
yeah.
Ima is back now. Is Miss Ima? Can you hear us?
Yes, I can. I'm sorry about that. Was a technical issue and the network here. I said earlier that it's raining in Lagos. I'm sorry about that. But
No,
Mr.
it's
Charles,
okay.
please round
I
up your
just wanted to
submission.
ask Mr. Charles a question. Mr. Charles, with all due respect, do you think that the Ondo State House of Assembly has a job to do other than just leaving it to the executive to just execute their powers? So it means they are not relevant in the state. What are the proposals are they putting on the table to enable to tackle this thing, or is it going to be the best thing for Ondo State citizens to start bearing arms that are licensed? What do you think the national what is their job? So why are they there? What do you think it's going to be important now? Or
My
should they declare a state of emergency? What do
no,
you think
my
is going to
brother.
be the way forward?
Look here. Why all this is happening is because these guys have failed. Now they are resulting in telling the people, protect yourself. You are a government. This is a government. Like the way the northerners eh, organize security outfit, call it Hisba. Anybody can do that. So that these guys are not serious. On those state House of Assembly, they have power. When if Akro Delu will organize security outfit, they back it with law. If police are playing this thing here, playing double side here, they have right to even the same security have right to enforce it. They have right to protect themselves. They have right to bear arms. Only that
What
it
what
is
about
it,
what
that
about the
arms is
Amotekun? What about the Amotekun? Okay, because
that's
they
what
were the first people to organize this kind of security outfit, the Amotekuns and the rest. So do you now think that instead of arming the citizens, why don't they try to build more, channel more resources to this Amotekun to be more equipped and more trained so that they can be able to tackle the security, since now the police, which are supposed to maintain law and order, has not been seen in doing their functions. What do you think about that?
that's the same thing. That's why I say
Mr.
these guys they are just
Machiavelli, let
playing
me let
politics.
me let me make a comment on that, please. Let me
Yeah.
make a comment on that, please. I said earlier, I think you weren't on the live show yet. I said earlier that sometime last week I watched online where the military men they stripped this Amoteco of their protection, so to say, and their protection will be their local protection. And I said, Jazz, it's now if this is what these people believe in, if this is supposed to be their own bulletproof, their modern day bulletproof, and it's working for them, and they've been having results, why would the military go and strip them off it? Because we know that Amoteco are like their community police over there. Why the military are interfering? That was sometime last week. I saw I watched that video, and I reported here same last week of how I spoke with someone, and he was in their vigilante, and he said how he explained, he told me how they, when they go to fight these people in the bush, they get their weapons when they defeated them. Of course, they get their weapons and they take it back. The military will come and say these weapons belongs to federal government. They will take it from them and take it back to these people, or however way they give it back to them. Now, saying that bringing in the military, I think all of these people are intentional about not fighting insecurity. I don't think we should be going back and forth on this. I think this is our reality. We need to accept it. Then we need to be realistic on
My
how to protect ourselves. I
my
think that
Mr.
is
sister,
what
Mr. Charles,
we need
Mr.
to
Charles, can I
yeah,
just quickly put something to that what Mrs. Emma said? You
yeah.
know one thing, I think we're all discussing right now because the challenges is gone beyond deeper. Now there's a problem here. Before the Anthony Blinken, which is the what's his name again, the Secretary of the State of the United States, to issue that warning, there must be some kind of counterintelligence they must have received, and these things. Now, to me, it's a slap on the federal government. Why? The point is now, like what Mrs. Ima is saying, is a military officers actually allegedly went to the bush to strip off this Amotekun, you know, and take this weapon they've seized from these bandits. Now it shows that there's kind of discrepancies here. What are the functions of the military? Are they not supposed to stay in their barracks? It
That
is
is
not a war
Nigeria.
yet. They're not being called, first
That's
of all.
Nigeria.
That's what I'm saying. Because when we speak on the constitution, some people don't actually get this thing. The military, they have their function. They are to guide the nation in terms of war. But there is no war now. They're not being called. They are now performing the duty of the police.
Police.
This is the problem because
My
the
brother,
military, they are supposed to stay in their barracks.
do
We
you know
have what
that?
is called the police. Just one
Do you
minute,
know
sir.
that DSS are not supposed to walk on the street?
That is what I'm saying. I'm going to go into that because the function is the constitution actually states all these things. It's because we have a government that does not actually understand the way the constitution works. It's difficult.
No, my brother,
It's
no.
difficult.
That's something you guys are not understanding here. You see, let
Yeah.
me tell you, the Fulanis, they have an agenda. They have an agenda, and in that agenda, they will not achieve it without using the military, without using the security operatives. Because if they come as the Fulanis, the whole Nigeria will counter them. What do they what do what how will they how will they succeed? They went and make sure they take over military for security force. They take over it, so that whatever their people do, they everything will come back to them. They will protect them. You guys is talking like when they say when Nnamdi Kanu was talking about this, the whole Nigeria, they were like, Nnamdi Kanu is making look the fool, and this is not all about Nigeria military are not doing what they're supposed to do. Police are not. This is all about an agenda that have been planned for many years, and they have been waiting for a time like this. Tell me,
Yes, Mr. Charles, I'm not arguing with you. Your submission can be right, but what we are trying to say here, for us to be on the safe side, whether they have an agenda or not, this is a multi-ethnic country whereby no one is superior to the other. Now that the United States have issued a statement and the federal government is trying to deny there is nothing like that, then it is up to the federal government to prove it if actually there is no such hidden agenda. Because otherwise, from what is happening now, it is very, very crystal clear that there is allegedly an agenda. So for us, we are trying to match out what the function is of different people so that they don't know, so that they think that, oh, we don't know what is happening. Because the soldiers are supposed to be in their barracks, the DSSU are supposed to be the security of the country, the state, in terms of, getting counterintelligence or something, by distributing it to the federal authorities to carry out their job. They are not actually doing their job. They're just roaming around the streets. So it's a concern.
is that the
you
military.
see that is why I told you here that our governors are not doing their job, and if they have failed, it is the duty of indigenous Nigerians to wake up, because if they keep on being silent, they will wake up one day and find out that There will be nothing like indigenous Nigerians, and like what they did to Hausa. Today it used to be Hausas. Today it is Hausa Fulanis. Check all the strategic position from the north. How many? Look at the whole north. We are talking of presidency. How many Hausas that came out for presidency? All the region that people are that are from the north that are coming out for president, it is Fulanis. They are looking for VP. How many Hausas do you hear of their name? Fulanis. And this agenda is going on, and there's no way they can succeed in it in the south apart from using
Okay,
military.
Mr.
That is
Charles.
how they have taken over
Thank
military.
you. Thank you for that submission, Mr. Charles. We have to go to some other person. You and Mr. Machiavelli have had a good head-to-head with your time. So I'll be going to Brother Nice. Brother Nice, thank you for your time. Please unmute your mic if you're still with us.
Yeah, yeah. Good morning. Good morning
Okay.
to my fellow
Our
panelists.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Lai Mohammed has come to say that the submission of, the Christian Association or some pastors or some clerics wrote to the U.S. that they should term Nigeria as, a country that is being subdued under. We are forced into one religion, and we don't have freedom or right to worship anymore. And now Lai Mohammed has refuted that claim and said that that is a misrepresentation of the country, as the people that wrote to them do not know what is currently happening in the country.
yeah, yeah. I heard it before when you said it. If you follow me very well, I've been complaining about all those problems for long, especially this minister, this Eli Mohammed. In the first place, with his age, he don't supposed to be in that place because this government they are based on deceit. If you look at Buhari strategically choose all those ministers. He
Ministers.
went around to pick, yes, he went around to pick all those his ministers with all the one that he knows that they are very loyal to him, and those people that they are liars. All those people that is around him, from what is the other one? Whether it's a spokesman to Buhari, all of them to this man that is talking, all of them, they are the same people that went to Lekki to kill our youths. These are the same people. And after when you CNN and the BBC were questioning them, you saw what they said. They said nothing happened in Lekki. So what has the qualification? Which word are we going to use to qualify these people? These are our ministers. These people, they don't care. All they care about is Buhari. Their loyalty to Buhari. That is what they care about. They don't care about the blood of Nigerians. These people are blood-sucking demons. Even the people that is even dying because of the insecurity in Nigeria every day, they don't count it as anything. You understand? Anybody that die in Nigeria now in their government, they see that one is out of 100. That is how they see it. That is why I always tell Nigerians that before these blood-sucking demons will leave that power, they should protect themselves, because these people don't care. Anybody, it's just -1. Anybody that died, it's -1. That is how they see it. You understand? So this man, what this cleric has wrote, even those people said that is complaining now, they were complice before with this government. It's because bandits are now killing them now. That is why they are not writing to US. All of them, they did not care about Nigeria, the common man. All of them we are working with this government to stigmatize, to put Nigeria in this state. But because now these bandits now, they now take it to their own side. Now started killing priests now. Then this is when they now raise the alarm. They want to bring the attention to other countries for them to see. This thing has been going on for many years because it's the common man that is the victim. You know. So this Lai
All right.
Mohammed, I don't I know it's his nature. This is his nature. He's based on cover up. Every time that is happening in Nigeria, he don't want Western world to know. It's his nature. You understand? So that I create the law that he said that people should pick up harm, because the man himself, he know that him himself is not capable anymore. I've said it before. Even the speech that he gave after that Owo massacre, he shows that that man is powerless. You know, all the government, all of them, they are loyal to this Buhari government. They are powerless. So their destiny now. Nigerians need to take their destiny to their hands. That is why I said they should defend themselves, and they should take their PVC to change this government. You will see. I bet you, the very day Buhari will leave power, this insecurity will die down. Buhari is the chief priest of insecurity. The very day Buhari will leave, and which other northern candidate that is coming there, if Nigeria can avoid them, you will see this insecurity will die down. You will not see all this Fulani again. Is this government that give this Fulani power to invade Nigerians? You understand? The moment they will leave, you will see that you will not hear any of insecurity in Nigeria. I'm telling you.
All right. All right.
All this
Thank you.
insecurity will disappear.
Thank you for your submission, sir. Thank you. I'll get back to you. Mr. Machiavelli. Okay, I'll move on to Mr. Kennedy. Good morning, Mr. Kennedy. Are you with us?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you very much, Miss
Have you
Iman.
been following the news, sir?
Yes, a little bit, but I'll have something to say. I just want to
Okay.
contribute a little bit. You know, I'm always very short. Thing about the clerics writing a letter to the U.S. Secretary of State and Mr. Akeredolu saying people should pick up arms. Anyway, this situation has been there, and it has been very obvious to all of us that there's a gang up, and there's like somebody said, it's an agenda. Everybody is aware. Retired military general Danjuman, he pointed it out about 3, 4, 5 years ago, and people thought he was joking. Chief Obasanjo too did the same. People never took him seriously because people are aligning themselves with the government. I just want to uh, speak briefly to one of our brothers. I said the governors, they don't know their job. They don't know what they're doing. My brother, it's a very, very difficult situation, you know, and that is why we have been clamoring for restructuring so that the country can be restructured. Restructured in the sense that the Constitution of 1999 that is very skewed will be can either abolished or rejigged, because the constitution does not give the governors the power we think they have. Because the constitution says if there's any law that is inconsistent with the laws of the federation, that laws remains null and void. So that is the problem. You know that the police in the state, they don't take instructions from the governors. They take instructions from the IG. Without the IG, they're not going to do anything. And that is where we are today. When Buhari was campaigning for election in 2015, 2014, 2015, go back and look at his manifestos very deeply. You see that he talked about restructuring and all that. Even Osinbajo, the vice president now, he was the one that took the federal government to court when he was the Attorney General of Lagos State. So, and when Buhari was asked about his manifesto, he said that wasn't his manifesto. That was APC manifesto. So they know why they are running away from the restructuring issue. If you restructure, and a lot of even Osinbajo was now saying that he doesn't understand the kind of restructuring people are talking about. Whereas he was the one that took the federal government to court when he was the Attorney General of Lagos State. These people, they know what they are doing. The fact is, it's only restructuring by changing the constitution, the constitution that will give state powers to have their own police, and the governors to be able to manage their own state and their resources. Thank you very much. I will stop here.
All right, Mr. Kennedy. Thank you for that very brief submission. Thank you. Mr. Collins, good day to you. Thank you for joining in. Please unmute yourself and let us know where you're joining us from.
Good day, my sister. I'm calling from New Zealand. I don't have much to say. I enjoy what everybody is talking about because about the governor who encouraged the citizen to carry arms. Like I said before, the last governor that made that statement, I think when a governor start making a such statement, I think it's a failure. Most people keep holding on this constitution and this law of 18 because when most of them are failure, so they keep holding on that, keep using that as an excuse. Because I believe, apart from we know that the constitution is a wrong constitution, but you can still work on that constitution because I believe there is law. It's just that people are failure to implement the law. I think that is the problem in Nigeria because if you know law, people are going to implement it. Remember last year, look at what happened in Rivers State when we came to the federal government because he knows the law. He feel like I'm going to win the case, and he challenged the Nigeria government because he knows that I'm going to win it. So it's just that most of our leaders are lazy because they are not there for me and you. I keep repeating myself. If they are there for the interest of the people, they know what to do. You can protect your cities even without even the help of federal government because at least you are collecting money, you are collecting the budget. So, and with the budget, when you collect the budget from the federal government, the first thing is to protect your citizens. So, if you can't be able to provide that security for your citizens, I think it's a failure. So, most of them are using this as an excuse, because that is one thing about Nigeria. They want the failure, they find something as an excuse as their bedrock. So, for me, it's a failure. For me, if a governor you can't be able to protect your citizens, the best thing for him to do to humble yourself, resign from that seat. I believe when you resign from that seat, you are challenging the next person who is going to take over to say, okay, if this governor can resign because he couldn't be able to provide security for his people or good governance for his people, then I should do more. Because if I don't be able to deliver, I should also step out. So because of most of them are failure to their people, not only in the governor. If you go to the southeast, look at what is happening. Go to the Imo State where I came from. The people they voted for Ihedeo at the end of the day. Somebody that came forth become the governor of Imo State because he has one or two things then promise him. When immediately he become governor of Imo State, insecurity becomes an issue because that is what they want him to do. So all of them are doing this, not that maybe the constitution is not allowing them to do it. It's just they're doing it for their own selfish interest. So that is what is killing Nigeria today. You look at what is happening in Ebonyi State. The same thing Omar is doing there because of one selfish interest. So most of them they keep using this constitution and keep using it to deceive people. And we know that the constitution doesn't favor anybody. We knows that, but you can still do something under that the same constitution because there is law on it. It's just that people are failure. Most of them are failure to their own people. And about the Christian Association writing to the United States, for me, I think it's late for them because most of them also corrupt. The system is corrupt because if the system is not corrupt, this thing started earlier. I remember when Nnamdi Kanu was keep talking about it. Most of them say he talk too much, he talk too much. Even people wants to criticize him, want to kill him because of making that statement. But now those things are coming to reality because they fear to shout it when all those things happen. How many of our bishop, all these our daddy GEO speak against all those things? They can't because they have collected money. So if they collect it, all those their president won't be coming to their church. So that is the reason they can't speak the truth. So
All
killing
right.
Christianity is not an easy thing. It's not a new thing in Nigeria. It's been happening more than 10 years, 15 years now. But because of they are corrupt, the system, once the system is corrupt, you cannot get anywhere. So for me, it's not a new thing. They are just waking up late because now it's affecting them. It's affecting them because now kidnappers are killing priests, bishop. So that is why you see them waking up. But before, maybe because of their killing ordinary citizens, nobody give a damn. But now it's affecting them one way or the other. That is why now they are
All
coming
right,
to
Mr.
light. Yeah,
Collins.
that is my own
All right. Thank you for that. All
response.
right. Thank
Yeah.
you. We'll get back to you. We have here, despite assurances, petrol queues worsen in Lagos, Abuja, and I dare to say other states in Nigeria. Yesterday we read where the marketers assured us that there is plenty. Federal government even assured us that there is plenty of queue and that there is no scarcity. Or in another paper, it says the scarcity will be cleared because there's plenty of queue. But the facts and the numbers are not lying. There is our two major source, not our two major source. This is our major source of power here in Nigeria, and there's shortage of it. And the other one, which is the electrical supply light, there is shortage of that too. I think this is where we begin to advise ourselves to try go for solar. As many of you that has not heard of solar, you go for solar inverters and solar panels. Let's try to invest in that. We all know that we are working or dealing. Unfortunately, we failed government on every sector. They have failed us terribly on every sector. Everything they failed. ASU is doing 141 days at home. We have to think of an alternative instead of going to stand at the fuel station like this in 2022. It's quite an eyesore. Northern Group endorsed Lalong El-Rufai as Tinubu's running mate. We'll get back to that on what your take is on that. Let's touch the last paper for today, and that is Vanguard. VP slot. APC at APC at crossroads over Muslim tickets. Northern Oaks frown at Muslim Christian tickets. Northern Oaks frown at Muslim Christian tickets. Promoters of Muslim tickets don't wish Nigeria well, and that's from Sheikh Mariah. As TSO wants El Rufai as running mates. Fresh trouble for APC as group files perjury case against Tinubu. Six other of mandamus against IGP. So the APC apparently they are so divided. They are so, at least PDP, we know that their own problem is Wike and Mokowa, and this one, once this one sued over this, they're still. I really don't wish Nigeria APC. Neither do I wish Nigeria PDP. Thank God for the other options that we have. World Finance rates Zenith Bank best commercial bank in Nigeria. Congratulations to Zenith Bank on winning that. That's a good win. PDP running mates despite pressure. Atiku vows to stick with Okowa. Governor Wike, I hope you do the needful very soon. Tension as herders seize part of Delta community. Tension as herders seize part of Delta community. Gunmen kill 10 in Zamfara. In Sokoto and Ondo communities, gunmen kill 10. As bandits abduct Catholic priest in Kaduna. We have another abduction in Kaduna, another one in Edo, the Italian man. Thankfully, the Nigerian police rose to that. But is that not hypocrisy? Is that not hypocrite? So this priest can be rescued. Nigeria has no policy that violates religious freedom. That's from federal government to the US senators. Nigeria has no policy that violates religious freedom. So when these people are violating the policy, why are you not protecting the policy? Okay, don't protect this, don't protect the Christians or the Muslims, don't protect them. Protect the policy that gives freedom. That gives freedom. Killings. Ninja suspends mining activities in state. Delay in PIA implementation hurting our industry, says experts. Energy crisis. False shortage persists as inadequate supply wants operators. Attempted arson. Security agencies take over Bauchi Assembly. I said this earlier in the broadcast today that I hope this will not become the norm where they are burning up these places. Everybody should protect their territory. Nobody should sleep. My people, let's talk about I don't want us to talk about, for lack of time, I don't want us to talk about the APC, the Lalong or Tinubu. I'd rather we talk about the tension in the others as the seized part of the Delta community. We are still talking about the insecurity. Everything still boils down to insecurity. Yesterday, I was, I beckoned on my panelists to give their submissions as realistic as possible. Mr. Charles, I have you first. Are you there, Mr. Charles?
I'm here, my sister.
If you were to be in Nigeria, how would you, how would you go along, or how would you attend service, or even step out of your house if you were to be in Nigeria today, dealing with seeing the insecurity that is happening? How would you even go to church? As realistic as possible, please, and in 1 minute, as we are almost at the end of our show.
You mean if I were to be in Nigeria today, uh,
Yes,
with the insecurity in Nigeria, if I will go to church,
I'm guessing you will still go to church.
I will still go to church. But if going to church will threaten my life, I don't think, because serving God is going to church doesn't mean that I am a Christian, and not going to church doesn't mean I am not a Christian, because I can fellowship, I can pray to God from my house, because God understands the situation. You see, Eh, eh, I don't know, this insecurity, like I always say, it can be managed. Just that they are playing politics with our life. That's the only thing. I could remember there was a time in Abba, the insecurity was much that people come to Abba and they lost their money. That was this security outfit called Bakassi. That's what ended all this nonsense in Abba. There was a time, the same in Onitsha, Opi Wake. I used to go to travel when I was in Nigeria. I used to travel to North every in Opi Wake. There was a time it was so bad in Opi Wake. That was, I think that was the during Peter B's time. The whole of this thing was managed. Whosoever that's telling you insecurity cannot be managed, it's a liar. They're playing politics with people's life. You see this thing they're doing in INEC. All these things they are well planned game. They are going to use it to destabilize Eastern, knowing very well that P2B is going to take win all the southeast, south. They will continue to use insecurity to destabilize Nigeria. This is not all about people coming in to steal, to kidnap. This is organized crime by the government using the people, some political, some elite, and those who want to continue to frustrate their people to continue in this evil. Whoever is telling that it cannot be managed is a liar. This is an organized crime within the government. If the government want to cut it a short, they will stop this. If the government say today, if President Buhari, who is the chief security of who is in charge, call the IG, call all of them, and give them a marching order, all this nonsense will stop. But they're playing politics. Like I always say,
All
it
right,
is an agenda.
all right. All right, thank you for that, Mr. Charles. Although you did not answer my question, Brother Nice, please unmute yourself. I want to know, if you were to be here, you had your family here. It's not even just about going to church. Even the farmers going on the road traveling. How would you live in Nigeria today? How would you live in Nigeria today, pertaining the insecurity?
My sister, this question is difficult to answer because there is no solution in that situation, in this question that you ask. Because this thing now is not an individual problem. This one is institution problem. So that question to answer as an individual is difficult. You understand? You cannot, even though you secure your own life, you cannot secure the life of your family members, or your loved ones that is distance from you. So it's a collective issue that normally is supposed to be taken care of by the authority. You understand? If I was in Nigeria today in this kind of situation, I have two choices to make. Either I go to church with my own weapon, or I run away from Nigeria. That's just my two choice. Because Nigeria is now a place where you cannot, you don't even know, if you just come out of your house, your life can be taken away from you. That is the condition of Nigeria now. That's the reason why even my loved ones, I used to call them every day, every morning, to know that if they are still alive. I used to call them.
Yes, it has
you
really
know
gotten to that point. I don't know if reading the news every day, doing the newspaper review every morning, it's sad and it's hard. It makes my heart very very heavy. It's really terrible what is happening in the country, guys. I don't know
you
if
think
each and
you
every
think
one of you
even
know this. It is
even
terrible.
even
It is
even you guys that is,
terrible.
even you guys that is even coming here to make a day, for me, seeing your face alone, I'm even happy that yes, they still make it there to this day. Because Nigeria, you can talk to somebody today, tomorrow is gone. That is the condition of Nigeria. People can come from nowhere and kill that person. So,
All right,
my
thank you
sister,
very much for that,
huh,
Brother Nice.
yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kennedy. Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. I quite align with what the last speaker said. If I have to go to church, though I'm not a religious fanatic, if I have to go to church, if I cannot go with my weapon, we organize a protest or our leaders to see what they can do so that they make it conducive for us to attend the churches. But if they cannot do that, I will stay in my house and I pray to God in my house. I'm not actually very religious. I can pray on my own. I don't need to go through anybody to get to God. Thank you very much.
Mr. Kennedy, I also said that, it's not just cases of going to church. People are being kidnapped. They go to communities, they go to schools, people that are traveling. It happens at any point in time. It is that bad. And this is not me exaggerating. It is actually very, very bad. They could storm into a building, an apartment, and just take people, or just blow up the place. And it's terrifying. Yeah, really, when we all leave the house and come back, we are thankful and we are grateful that we are still together as a family. That is how Nigeria is right now. So if you were to be here, I mean, what do you even have to say to this?
Actually, I was in Nigeria last month, and I was there in December too. I think Benin is quiet. Is quiet. Is a little bit calm. Though, like 1 week ago, there was court clashes and all that. There's a lot of vigilante groups in Benin now, securing Benin City, and in most cases, we donate monies to them, to the groups, to help them to solve some of their problems. So I think that is the only solution. Vigilante group, and a lot of people from abroad too. They are enlisting into the vigilante groups, and they're helping one way or the other, financially and otherwise, so that they can help us secure our communities. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much for that submission, Mr. Kennedy. Mr. Collins, um, please unmute yourself and make your submission in another 1 minute.
Yeah, I heard your question. For me, it's a shame that Nigeria have gotten to this level. This morning I saw a news that the governor of what is that state in North Zulu said that he's tired of accepting repentant Boko Haram members. That the whole place is filled up. So that means if the whole place is not filled up, you are willing to accept people who have been killing citizens, that shows because you are not setting example. Because if you kill somebody who went and killed his fellow citizen, then another person will learn from him because they know that after doing this thing, there is a pathway for them to be taken back. So that is why they have that kind of spirit, that kind of idea. They can go on and be killing people. So for me, when I saw that kind of news, I don't know how I feel. I just feel like what is going on. Is that the level Nigeria is now? Then and for people going to church and keeping for me, the situation have gone to another level. So if I were anybody, if I'm encouraging my own people, I told them that before you want to go to church, just check the whole situation. If the situation is not comfortable, please sit in the house, worship God. I believe God. If the church cannot provide the security, or the community or the government cannot give me a pathway that my life will be secure, I will just keep saying my house and stay in your house. You're not even sure of your own life because people can barge in your house. So everything is just like for me. I don't know how to. It's only God. I don't know. For me, I don't know how to answer the question. It's just that we're just hoping
All
and
right.
believe that at the end of the day, good things come out from it.
Right. Okay, Mr. Collins. I hope God comes through for us soon. And I hope, I don't know, whatever intervention we need for a change and a safe Nigeria, I hope it happens soon. I would go back to, we have a broadcast coming right after this one. And in 5 seconds, the link will be here. So please stay tuned. And if not turn on your notification, it will be a good time to do that now. The broadcast is about there's something going on somewhere regarding Peter Obi, and would like to bring that up here on the screen in another 10 seconds, so to say. It will be coming up. It will be coming up soon. I will be going back to the first person. Okay, Brother Nice, please, in 1 minute, what do you have to say to Nigerians in Nigeria, especially to Nigerians in Nigeria?
Please be watchful and try and get your PVC. You understand? I promise you, if you people can succeed to take this government, to avoid this man that is coming, Atiku, I believe that all this insecurity, they are going to die down. Everything will disappear. That is sure. Anybody from the north that is name that is lineage is Fulani, you people should make sure that you vote those people out. But even though you see Buhari is gone and any other Fulani came to power, it's still going to remain the same. So the only hope you guys have now is Obi. So make sure that you guys do everything. Go and waste your PVC on Obi. Do everything to avoid this Fulani that is coming. Those two, APC and PDP, they are going to cause the same insecurity. Buhari have done his own. You people will enter another phase if these people come again. So that's my advice for you. Don't be
All right,
don't be
Brother Nice.
tired.
Thank you
Don't
very
go
much.
and look for your PVC. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. Mr. Kennedy, please, your 1 minute submission to Nigerians.
Well, Nigerians, what do I have to say? I'm actually very frustrated. I don't know. It's very frustrating. But anyway, protect yourself if you can. You can. You have to protect yourself in whichever way possible. But you cannot carry arms when you are not licensed to carry arms. But it's a very delicate balance. But it's not going to be easy. How are you going to get the license? You apply to the commissioner of police. He's not going to approve it, probably because you are not worthy enough. You don't have enough money to give him as bribe, and you don't even have enough money to procure these weapons we are talking about, because people are carrying AK-47. But you just have to try, do your best to protect yourself, form a group, belong to vigilante groups, and always be very, very conversant with your surroundings, and always communicate with people wherever. If you want to go out, communicate with people, let people know where you are. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. Mr. Collins, you're back. Thank you for coming back. Please give your 1 minute submission to Nigerians.
Yeah, I just wish every Nigeria to stay safe and also be protective, and also make sure you guide yourself. And also you, Mrs. Emma, you have to also pray that God will also continue to guide you guys over there. You understand? So God will continue to guide you people. So that's my own
Amen.
contribution.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you to all of my panelists today. Thank you. Please don't forget our newspaper review is now 10 a.m. Nigerian time. 10 a.m. Nigerian time. I'll be right here waiting for you, and the link will be in the comment section also for you to join. We have a broadcast coming up shortly after this. Less than 5 seconds, really 5 seconds counts if you want to. Coming up right here, so just sit back and get ready for the broadcast that is coming up. Thank you to everyone on the comment section. I'm out of time. Irene Finance, Stella Oresonya, Oruka, Ebuka Collins, Ebuka. Thank you, Johnson Emmanuel. Thank you, Johnson Ebuka. Okoro, I can't remember the last name, but you said I got your name wrongly. I don't know how that happened, but I'm sorry, Okoro. Thank you, Okoro Daniel. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you to each and every one of you that joined. Thank you for those that are watching. Don't forget we have a broadcast coming up right now. We have another one by 5 p.m. today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yes, I'm sure I'll see you guys tomorrow. And my name is Ima. My name is Ima. Until I come your way tomorrow, please stay safe. Please stay very safe. You have people here, keep checking up on them. Bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you and bye.